Welcome to Offbeat, the light side of law enforcement, part of the Treehouse Podcast Network. On today's show, we'll hear about rookies, climbing stairs, tigers. We're gonna hear about tigers. Okay, well, yeah, tigers and law enforcement. Hey, I can't wait. Steve here, co-host for today, Detective Curtis Hadley.
Great to be here, guys.
And I guess we should mention we've got the lovely Miss Karen on the end.
Ooh, co-host today.
Yeah,
Yay.
Coco Karen. All right. Now we are joined with two guests today. One guest joining us in studio. We've got Deputy Chris Ratliff.
Thanks for having me.
And joining us remotely from a undisclosed location deep in the heart of Texas, we've got Deputy Steve Coyne. So, welcome, Steve. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
What do we have today, Curtis?
Lions, tigers, and bears. No, sorry.
Anybody got a bear story? Because that really would that would
No
go
bear story.
That would go well. No, we mentioned tigers, and apparently we're going to hear a tiger story today. But I did want to mention there was something on social media, a story on social media, and we all know it's true because it's on social media.
Absolutely.
So let me pull up this one real quick. It was a great story.
I feel like I'm getting set up here.
Yeah, yeah. Brace yourself.
Yeah, social media normally solves our cases for us. That's where we go to when we want to solve a case.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
People can't help but tell the truth sometimes.
Or tell us how to do it.
Okay, there was an elementary school in Washington. The school was placed on lockdown after someone reported what they believed was a mountain lion near the school grounds. That's a good reason to lock down a school.
Absolutely, you should.
That doesn't sound like a bear story.
No, it's not a bear story, but it is a mountain lion story. So they end up calling in wildlife officials. School went into full emergency lockdown procedures to keep the students safe and the staff safe. And after the wildlife officials got there, they found out that the supposed mountain lion was actually a very large domestic cat.
It was a tabby.
And in fact, the cat was eating a rat near the back of the building. So,
I was going to offer some milk, but I'm just going to do rat control. It's fine.
Yeah, so they went on lockdown for the mountain lion / domestic tabby.
See, higher in the country, all the students would just grab their guns and went out chasing it.
It's my shot. I saw it first.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells you how long it's been since they've seen a mountain lion in that area.
Yeah.
Wait, an actual one.
It's Washington. Don't they have them?
I would assume so, but maybe they've eradicated them in their area, and then that's what they think a mountain lion looks like now.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Karen's got a couple of mountain lions here roaming the house.
Oh, I believe it.
Got more than a couple.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Well, the big one's bit me a few times, so
That's a mountain dog.
yeah, we have a love-hate relationship.
Okay, now, Chris, you are currently a deputy. How long have you been in law enforcement?
Since 2009, a little over 16 years.
And what agency you work with?
Wise County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, wait, what do you do there for Wise County now?
So now, my main role there is an investigator, so crimes against people.
Okay, so you're an investigator, crimes against people.
So I do. I work cases when people are assaulted, sexually assaulted, murders, crimes against children, just
Everything.
Yeah, anything. If someone's harmed in any way, we go investigate. Or my group investigates it.
So, Karen, if you harm me in any way, I'm calling Chris.
Call me.
I'm just
She
saying.
works with me, so I may have to go on her side.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. God, that always backfires.
I would move down to Tarrant County before you do that.
Oh. Okay, and Steve, you're a returning guest. We had you back on episode 19. You are currently a deputy at a agency in North Texas. How long have you been in law enforcement, sir?
Since 1994, I worked for the Cook County Sheriff's Department in Chicago, Calumet Park Police Department, which borders the south side of Chicago. Then I did almost 24 years with Chicago Police Department.
And have since relocated to Texas.
Correct. About 3.5 years ago.
And still stayed in the profession.
Yes, I have.
Well, good deal. Curtis
I-
started. That was a nice sigh there, Steve.
Well, I did try the private sector for a little bit in between, and that didn't work out. And that's a story for another day.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
No.
you know what? I'll hold you to that also. Now, you, I know you because you're a bagpiper, and
Correct.
again, you actually played your pipes on. That didn't sound right, did it?
Yeah.
Well, they could have said you're full of hot air, but I wasn't gonna go there
Yeah.
either. So
Episode 19 of the show, you and James Badd came on,
Correct.
and you guys piped for us in the show. Y'all did a little piping, but one of the big deals with you, Steve, is you do a lot of stair climbs. And for our listeners that don't know, these stair climb events actually are events scheduled each year, and they're in multiple cities across the country, but they memorialize those that we lost in the September the 11th attacks.
Correct.
And I understand that, you know, you've been climbing for a long time. We've got an event coming up here in the Dallas area, but Steve, how long have you been doing the stair climbs?
I started stair climbs in 2012, but the first 9/11 climb I did was the one in Dallas in 2014, because most of them only allow firemen. Apparently, they have more time on their hands than we do, and Dallas was one of the first ones that I found that allowed police officers to climb too.
Now, there are other ones around the country that you've done, though, correct?
Yeah, the Tunnel to Towers events, I've done those all over the country, and I'm actually doing 4 climbs in September.
Wow.
So you're pretty much a professional stair climber.
Yeah, I did that for COVID. Put a wrench in that for a little bit, but I've probably done over 100 climbs since 2014.
that'd make him a stairmaster.
I would. I get tired going up one
God.
flight.
Okay, Steve, from now on, we're going to refer to you as the Stairmaster. I like that.
Okay.
The piping Stairmaster. Steve, I'd be honest with you. I mean, I had to come up a flight of stairs just to get to the studio today, and man,
You stopped twice.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, kudos to you. Now, how many stairs are you climbing whenever you do these events? How many stories?
It's a total of 110.
110
World Trade-
stories.
Yeah, so most depending on the building, it's anywhere between roughly 2,200 steps.
No.
So most of the
Is that-
climbs,
Is that 110 up and 110 down?
no,
or just
110
like-
up. Yeah,
Okay,
you don't
gotcha.
climb down.
Wow.
Are they
Is there
going
a
to carry
pole?
you down?
You take the elevator?
You take the elevator down.
Oh,
Is there an option to take the elevator up and then walk down the stairs?
Unfortunately,
yeah.
no.
Okay. No, but again, you know, and we're joking about this, but in all seriousness, this is to memorialize those that we lost in September the 11th attacks. And do you have to raise funds in order to participate in these kind of events?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
it's there's no set amount. You know, they try to raise money. Each climb, I know Dallas every year their climb represents different charities, police and fire. I think it's different every year. So you could probably go on their website or their social media and see who they're supporting each year.
Now, if somebody wanted to make a donation to your climb, where would they go to make that donation?
You can either go to the website for each climb or my website. I'm a non-for-profit. Since I'm raising money for multiple climbs, you can go to my website and I can give that to you when you're ready, or you can post it at the end.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Let us have it.
Well, it's ChiTexIrishBagpipers.com. So that's CHI, which is the abbreviation for Chicago, Tex, obviously Texas, IrishBagpipers.com. And then you can go to the About tab and you'll see donation links in there.
Okay, very good. Check it out. You guys get out there, support Steve and these climbs that he's doing. And of course, you said Shy Tex.
Irish Bagpipers.
Okay.
Yes.
Shy being the Chicago part, Texas
Correct.
being where you're at now. And you know, you told us on episode 19 what you referred to Chicago as in the wintertime. And what was that term you used?
Well, the media came up with Siberia because we had a couple cold winters where the temperature got very far below zero. The wind chill was probably minus 20 or minus 30. So they
Wow.
started calling it Siberia.
And hence the reason you moved to Texas, right? Because I'm sorry, that's a little bit cold. That's
One of the
freezing.
many reasons.
And then the other one was you used another term for Chicago when you were on. You were talking about some of the increase in violence. And do you recall that other term you used?
Oh, yeah, it's Chirac.
Chirac.
For the amount of murders. I think Chicago has more murders than Iraq did at one point.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I know they have more than New York and LA combined.
Now, interestingly enough, you're also a bagpiper. You've been piping for quite some time. You play with a lot of different guys down here in Texas from different agencies. And one thing we got into on that previous episode, you kind of have a movie star past.
Briefly, I did, yeah. About 20 years ago, I was in the pipes and drums of the Chicago Police Department, and they were filming The Dark Knight in Chicago, the one with Heath Ledger, and they hired our band to be part of that movie.
Very nice. So you starred in a Batman movie.
He's still living off the royalties.
I still get a check every year. Sometimes it's a few $100, sometimes it's less than 100, but it's still something.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Well, I'll make sure I go to Blockbuster and rent it next week. So
Blockbuster. Nice,
You can,
Curtis.
you can rent it on beta.
So I'm just going to stream it on TV.
What is beta?
what is that?
Oh. Well, yeah, no, that was interesting. Again, guys, Steve, I had played that on episode 19, the little excerpt of you being actually on that. So, guys, if you want to see that part of Steve in the movie, we've got it back on episode 19, or better yet, just watch the whole movie. And
What part of Steve did we get to see?
His feet.
Oh,
what
okay.
part of Steve do you want to see?
Which
That's-
Steve? We have two Steves here.
That's
true.
that's a different movie we won't talk about.
Yeah.
It's on OnlyFans.
Wow. Yeah, that's the one where he plays his full pipe.
Well, in order to play the bagpipes, you got to do three things. You have to blow, squeeze, and finger at the same time.
Oh my God.
Professional.
That's a lot of coordination.
It is.
Oh,
I'm married 12 times.
okay. Now, Chris, going back to you brought some stories with you today, and one of those you talked about was a rookie story, and not just any rookie story. You said it was a first day rookie story.
Yeah. So when I first got in law enforcement, I moved down to Navasota, over by College Station area. And normally when you go to FTO, you start off in dispatch and kind of get the feel of what dispatchers go through and how it all works. Well, I was in there for about 2 hours. My lieutenant came in, said, "I'm bored. Let's go teach you how to be a cop." So I grew up in this area, a bunch of country kids. We don't use a lot of slang term or anything like that. So we're driving. He's like, "Hey, let's talk about, how people talk around here." And so he's going to teach me what he called the ghetto talk.
Oh man.
So he was teaching me, it's been a minute. You're blasting me, putting me on blast. And the funny part is I'm driving first day and I'm in a Crown Vic and he wants me to say I'm 100. So country me, I'm like, okay, I'm 100. He goes, no, not like you're 100, like the number, you're 100. And we go back and forth several times. And he's like, I want you to lean sideways in your car like you're doing a ghetto ride and say I'm 100. So I was like, all right, I'm 100. It's like, no, you're too white for this. Sit back up and drive. So that's kind of my first
Learning how to talk.
My first learning skill in law enforcement was learning how to talk. And I didn't pass. I didn't do real well on the slang talk. I did pick it up a little bit. I had a kid ask me one day, he goes, "Man, you're putting me on blast." I'm like, "Or you're blasting me." I'm like, "My gun's holstered." He goes, "No, Officer Ratliff, you're an idiot." It's like, you're making fun of me in front of all these people. I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Sorry."
Yeah, I mean, okay, now we get it. Communication's the number one skill you got to have out there. And yeah, okay, you match someone's personality, how they're talking and all that. That's how you talk people into, handing their dope over to you and stuff. It's just a matter of how you talk to them. But
Well, the other personality side of that, it was went to my first domestic on that, or a few weeks later, and we had hair extensions here for like prom. That's kind of it out that we ever saw. I never saw anything else.
On the department?
No, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the department. No.
Okay, wait. This is going to be our first hair extension.
I was like, I didn't know that
Yes.
was put like.
No, up here in Springtown area, that's the only thing I ever saw was hair extensions. And went to my first domestic. Woman called in, said that her baby daddy was chasing her with a knife. So I show up
Ooh.
and she's running at me, and I see hair, and then the hair is up in there like a toupee.
Oh,
Hey.
It's up in the air, down, up, and down. I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out because I just think she was scalped. Like, are you okay? You okay? She's like, yeah, why? I was like, your hair. She goes, oh, that's just my weave, and started tapping her head. My FTO was my corporal at the time, just started laughing at me. He realized I had no clue what that was, what's going on. And ultimately, her baby daddy is like 3 foot shorter than she is, and she beats him up and so on. But I had to learn what, weaves were and different styles of hair. And yeah, it was just a big culture shock going down there.
Well, you definitely got the lingo down because you're talking baby daddy and stuff
Oh,
over
yeah.
here now.
Oh, yeah.
I can also tell you during my rookie years, if you got to the scene and no one was there, if you saw a weave or a bunch of hair in the middle of the road, you were where it happened originally. That
Right.
was the original crime scene.
That was the point of impact.
Yes, but
And if
Or
it
area
was
of impact. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Well, they were on scene. It was everybody was in a bathroom. Couldn't imagine. There's 2 bathrooms and there's 20 people in one bathroom.
Why were they all in the bathroom?
Well,
right.
they
You got to
weren't.
go, you
They
got
were
to go.
there. They saw it. They just didn't want to talk about it, right? So I was in the bathroom.
Okay, now you said why were they in the bathroom, and I'm, we've got a deputy between us here, so I think I can say this. Don't most ladies go to the bathroom in groups as well,
Oh yeah.
like a whole tribe?
Yeah, but that's for protection.
tribe.
That's right.
Protection
Yeah, somebody's got to hold your purse.
Purse, hair, makeup.
has for protection. I'm sitting there
There's
thinking.
safety in numbers, Steve. We just don't get that as men because we're.
Have
too
you ever
alpha.
been attacked by a toilet?
I was going to say, shotgun store,
No,
right?
but I mean, have you ever seen Jaws? There's water down there somewhere.
Attacked by a toilet. Oh yeah.
Someone might be hiding in the bathroom to get us. Okay.
Or that toilet that you talked about in another episode, they got shot with a shotgun or something like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never know.
Hey, we can't get away from Stan Davies on every episode. So yeah, he did. He took care of that toilet with a shotgun. Hey, remember, guys, safety. I don't know, safety little token for today. Don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Yep. Don't forget that, Stan, if you're listening. Now, Steve, we were talking about you playing your pipes earlier on, and I saw on social media where you just posted this. You just recently played with the AC/DC cover band Back in Black.
Yep. I'm supposed to play with them tonight, but I'm unfortunately recovering from a minor surgery, so I had to bail on that. But I played with them a couple weeks ago at Grandscape, their outdoor stage by Nebraska Furniture and Shields over there.
And also, not only the AC/DC that you're playing, the AC/DC music, I actually saw that you've got one Copperhead Road that you played as well.
I did Copperhead Road and Country Roads.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, Country Roads.
If you go to if you go to my website and look at the social media, you'll find it on the YouTube.
Okay. And what's that site again?
ShyTexIrisBagpipers.com.
All right. We're going to say that so many times. I'm going to in my sleep. I'm on ShyTexBagpipers.com.
You messed it up already.
Yeah.
Wow. I take a beating on here. Now, let me see. Chris, you mentioned a tiger call to us. And, I worked for a municipality in in a concrete jungle, if you will. But we didn't have any concrete tigers in our concrete jungle. But I'm just curious. No deputies. You're out in the country. You see other things like that. And perhaps maybe that's where we're going with the tiger story. But share the tiger story with us. I'm anxious to hear this one.
Well, so I have 2 of them. One's actually in Wise County. And there's actually tigers in Wise County.
There's tigers in Wise County.
So when I came here to Wise County to work, I was on FTO. we got dispatched to a tiger over on 114 that was loose. And I looked at my FTO. I was like, what do we do with a tiger? Like,
Nope.
how are we going to handle this? He's like, well, there's a shotgun, there's an AR, and we have guns. I'm like, so there's no plan. He goes, never had one before. Let's go figure it out. Luckily, there wasn't one when we got there. But my very first tiger call in a city where there shouldn't be any tigers, we just sat down to eat. It was late at night and got dispatched to a tiger in front of a house. Went over there, showed up, saw the tiger, put the spotlight on it, thinking, oh crap, what am I going to do with this tiger? Jump out on it, like good cops do. We go after the danger, and it was a huge stuffed animal. So we actually made policy on this because I decided, to go and fight this tiger. So I'm put in a chokehold. My partner takes a picture of it, all fun and games, like I'm fighting it. And then while I'm up there talking to the residents saying, hey, can you put this tiger up? And so no, we don't get any more calls. It's on social media already. I'm getting a call from the chief saying, hey, get that down off social media. You're making people look stupid. I have no clue what's going on. So that Monday we had a social media policy about posting work-related stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
Poor Christopher Robin lost his bigger.
Remember, guys, no fun on duty.
This is Offbeat, the light side of law enforcement. Check us out online at offbeatcopshow.com.
Let's welcome Daniel Cook from Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration into the studio. Their number is 833 Cook DFW. The website, cookdfw.com. Anything new in your world, Daniel?
Steve, we just been busy, man, and it's a great thing. As you know, we do roofs. We do a lot of roofs. We do over 250, 300 roofs a year, but we really have been expanding our other services. And as clients find out, we've been getting more and more referrals. And so, a lot of our services people don't know we do. And, that includes, painting your home, fixing sheetrock, floors, remodeling kitchens, remodeling bathrooms, exterior painting, adding on patios. We just did a big patio add-on for a client, stamped concrete. So we have a great crew. We have great people that really do phenomenal work. It's just amazing some of the projects that we have. And now we're really building out even on commercial. We just built out a State Farm insurance office in up here in the north section of town. And, we're building onto a car dealership here in Collin County. And so we do a lot, and it's amazing how much we've grown and how much we've expanded our services, but we just want to give to the people what they're asking. And luckily we're able to do that.
Man, dude, we've said it before on the show. You are like a to Z one-stop shop when it comes to working on a house. And, do you need a roof? Do you need gutters? Do you need new drywall, paint, woodwork, whatever it is? You guys can handle it.
That's our goal. We want to make sure that, if you need something done at your house, you call us, and we will tell you the truth. If it's a project that we are not able to take care of, or if it's too small, or if it's just something that's not good timing, we'll tell you the truth. But majority of the time, we can pretty much do anything that you need.
And that's good to know. If you're in need of a new roof repair, remodeling, or restoration, or we can even add in an outside pergola or any other thing, pretty much, give Daniel a call at Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. The number's 833 Cook DFW. Again, that's 833 Cook DFW. The website, cookdfw.com. Be sure to ask about their free first responder upgrade.
Hi, this is Joanne Jackson. My husband, Dallas Police Officer Brian Jackson, gave his life serving the city of Dallas in 2005. The RMS Treehouse Listeners Foundation supports the families of Dallas and Fort Worth area police officers and firefighters who have selflessly fallen in the line of duty. To donate, please visit offbeatcopshow.com or treehouseonair.com and click on the link.
And we're back to more Offbeat, the light side of law enforcement. Steve here, Co-host today, Detective Curtis Hadley.
Great to be here, guys.
And we've got Coco Karen joining us today.
I'm here.
Yes. And we've joined with two guests today. One guest in studio. We've got Deputy Chris Ratliff.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
And again, joining us from a undisclosed location / hideout somewhere in the great.
Whitsec.
Yeah. So,
Whitsec.
He's with Batman.
joining us from the Bat Cave.
He's like at Bruce Wayne's Manor.
Gotham City.
Gotham City.
We got Deputy Steve Coyne.
How you doing, everyone?
Now, this segment sponsored by Alexander Financial Management. If you have questions about retirement planning, investment strategies, life insurance, or estate planning, check out Alexander Financial Management at alexfm.com. Again, that's alexfm.com. Curtis is the .com guy.
Do you guys
Karen, in
practice
this
that?
segment, Karen, I want you to try to roast a little bit more, because when I roast Steve, it reflects poorly on my paycheck. He can't do anything to you. Okay. If you think he's gonna do anything later, just blink twice. But I'm saying you roast as much as you want over there.
I'll try.
Wow. Hence the reason I've got one of the local deputies between
Well,
us.
yeah, in between y'all,
Yes.
yeah.
Although he's already said his allegiances to his coworker.
Well, if
and-
it happened in Tarrant County, he can't help her, can he?
Now he's got Curtis on your side.
yeah, it's this end of the table versus that end.
I know the investigators in Tarrant County.
Ah,
Gotcha.
sweet.
Well, I'm one of them. So.
Right? Okay. Let's get into a few more of these stories, guys. Some of them I'm a little bit leery about, but Steve, let's start with you. You mentioned Chicago. There's some terminology used up there that is different than terms that we use here in Texas. Expand on that a little bit.
Well, I mean, obviously in Texas, they say y'all. We say
Amen.
you guys. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? Texas, what are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
I call it pop. You guys call it Coke.
Mm-hmm.
I call it gym shoes. I think it's tennis shoes or sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about somebody you really don't like, or the term jagoff is very popular up there. I've
Or
used
Steve,
that down. I've used that term down here, and people look at me puzzled, like they don't know what it means. And like I mentioned earlier, we recently were selling our house in Chicago, and I mentioned that our house does not have a gangway.
A gangway.
A gangway.
So you can't walk the plank? I mean, what are we doing here?
Well,
If you can, if you want.
If you don't have a gangway, you can't.
Do that stuff here.
Did you
But
live on a
again-
boat?
Yeah, cruise ship.
In the middle of Chicago.
The gangway in Chicago is just the sidewalk that goes between the houses that leads to your side door, your backyard, or to the alley. And it's usually about yay wide, maybe a person and a half wide. And that's what it's called. And
So question here. So it's a sidewalk between houses
Correct.
that can lead to your side door, the back alley, but it's called a gangway.
correct.
So do gangs frequently walk on this thing between your house?
Not my house, but they do. But
Depends on what part of town you're in.
I was
What's
thinking
that?
it was like those little parties you had in the back that they had to have secrecy go into. You couldn't go to the front door.
Okay.
Gotta-
It's a party entrance.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so a gangway. We call those sidewalks here, Steve.
I mean, are the
There's-
houses that close, though? I don't know.
some
that.
of them are, yeah. You can pretty much reach out and touch your house next door out your
Okay.
window.
Okay. So you mentioned in regards to gangways and stuff, you had a narcotics arrest?
Yeah, many years ago, I don't remember all the circumstances, but it was a guy on a bike selling drugs, and we jumped out of the car, and he took off on the bike down the gangway, and we were in foot pursuit behind him. But the handlebars on the bike were wider than the gangway.
Oh my god!
And he didn't know that until he went over the bike. He went over his handlebars. So obviously, if somebody takes off on you on a bicycle, you're most likely not going to catch him unless he goes down the gangway where the handlebars are too wide. So
Maybe he was
it was
from
one of
Texas.
it was one of the first times we were like laughing our asses off while we were actually cuffing the guy.
Oh, I bet.
Well, maybe he was from Texas. He had a Texas bike, and his handlebars were bigger in
Yes.
Texas.
Yeah, he had
That's
them
right.
he had them longhorn, but
So, and Curtis, I guess that answers your question about how
Yeah,
much
that would
room
be
there
pretty
was
narrow.
between houses. You can't even ride a bike down the gangway. So some of these gangways, you have to like walk sideways, sidestep.
Depends on
an
how big
add-on
you
in
are.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, we call those curbs, Texas. Oh, okay. Now, also in the first segment, Chris shared a story about a lady who had been scalped, kind of, and you said that you had a term for, in regards to hair like that. Also, Steve, wait, what was that you used?
Tumbleweeds. So that's the next morning where you could tell there was an altercation there, and the weeds were left on the ground, and the wind just kind of blows them along. So,
It's like the good, bad, and the ugly.
Tumbleweeds.
Clint Eastwood and tumbleweeds.
Wait a minute. That's like, okay. You talk about some of the Leslie Nielsen shows and stuff like that.
Spoofs.
Yeah. You got some of the Top Gun knockoffs and some of the other stuff they've done. Do that intro one more time. What was that?
Which one?
The tumbleweed.
Oh, Clint Eastwood in the tumbleweeds.
I like it. I like it. Now we just need to reach out to him and see if he wants to star in the show.
Steve likes the sound of your voice.
Oh, he does.
Well, thanks, Curtis, for encouraging her to roast me there.
Anything for you, buddy.
I appreciate that. Now, Chris, you've been involved with I know I'm trying to read my notes and getting choked up. You've been involved in some strange searches.
I have. So we go back to, learning the different styles of people when you get in law enforcement from where I came from. And then when I moved down to Navasota and, here in this area, we wear our pants up around our waist area.
Yeah, where it should be.
I'm wondering where
it
he's
should
going
be.
with it.
So,
Okay.
doing a search on a traffic stop, and guy gets, we get him out. We need to search him. We have reasons to do a full search. I'm doing a pat down on him, and he's a long shirt on him, and so I'm reaching around, and we're looking for narcotics, right? So
Karen's already laughing.
Yeah, you got to reach around.
yeah, I got give him a reach around.
that wrote it.
No, I give him actual reach around. So I'm behind him, patting him down. I reach around to his waist, or where his waist should be, because where his shirt is at, and I'm feeling. I just got narcotics. I feel a bag. I'm like, here. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it's a bag.
Tell me what this is. And he's like, man, leave it alone. I was like, no, if this is drugs, let me know. And I'm feeling it. I'm grabbing it. And he goes, dude, that's my penis. Stop. I'm like, So then I lift up his shirt, and his pants are really far down, where they shouldn't be.
You just said, sure they are. Let me see it.
Yeah, let me see that bag, right? I mean, we find narcotics in weird places in law enforcement.
Absolutely.
So being a rookie, I had no clue what I was grabbing until I grabbed. And I've seen videos of that in the academy where people were doing that in like Fort Worth cop shows. And
Ding.
you think I would have learned, but I got me a full hand of
Manliness.
a man. So
He's armed, boys. It's like, no, we're good.
yeah, I don't think he enjoyed me just grabbing and squeezing, but
Did he did he give you $1 when you're done?
man, he should have gave me. I gave him a full show, so happy ending.
No, that's it. Not the first story we've heard about that.
Oh no.
Wow. And I also understand that there was a search that you guys did on a residence, and you guys found some. I don't necessarily think it's contraband, depending on how many you've got.
Yeah, I mean, if you can only actually hold or possess so many of these before it's against the law, which I learned actually this day. But
6 or less.
uh,
I may have looked it up a few times.
why do you know this?
Curtis is counting his
'Cause
1, 5. Okay, still just have 5.
Yeah, so we did. We're doing a search warrant on the residence, and our CSI's there. He takes his pictures, and they're the ones that have to collect all of our evidence and process it normally. So go in, I'm searching the house. I'm looking for one particular item that was described during an interview, and going through the house, master bedroom, I find this big bag of items, and the item I'm looking for is in there. So great. But since that one item was in there along amongst the other ones, I had to take them all. So I grabbed the big bag. I let him take pictures, but he doesn't know what's in it. I walk outside, and then I open it up for him, hand it to him, and it's a huge bag of dildos.
Adult toys, yeah.
Adult toys, right? Which my suspect was not on scene, but his other half was. And I asked her, because there was a two-headed one.
What?
It's like, who uses this?
Double dragon. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it, Curtis?
The only answer she gave me was she was faithful with her husband. So
Oh,
that kind
my
of gave me that answer. But yeah, so we called that the bag of D's. So
Were you wearing gloves?
I was wearing gloves. We have many stories about those, what we think is a toothbrush holder, searching cars. Yeah, when it starts vibrating.
Why is it vibrating?
Yeah, why is it vibrating?
But Steve, you brought up something important there. Were you wearing gloves? Chris, if we could go back to your previous story.
I was not wearing gloves. but a rookie mistake. You learn. I was still somewhat a rookie then. I was less than 5 years. But I had a long shirt and some boxers in between. All right.
No,
So I'm somewhat safe.
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
No. I mean, it's good you didn't have gloves. He might have had a latex allergy, so you're fine.
And that's why I don't use gloves. I don't want to get anybody sick and have them fall out on me. Then they won't go to jail.
No.
Are you still friends with him? Are you still friends with him?
Funny enough,
Sorry.
he never talked to me again after that. I don't know why. I thought we got along just fine. We were very personal with each other.
Everything was going well, and he never called back.
I know. It's like most of my dates, right? They just...
Now, Steve, had any strange searches in your time in law enforcement?
One, we did a search warrant many years ago, and when we do the search warrant, everybody gets cuffed and put on the couch. And after the search was conducted, a couple guys on my team found some VHS tapes, and they put the tapes in just to see what was on them. I don't think they were part of the original search warrant, but I think they were doing it just to be nosy. And the movie they put in happened to be a homemade adult film. And after it played for a few minutes, we looked at the girl on the film, then we looked at the girl on the couch, and we realized it was the same person. So,
how did you realize it was the same person?
Her voice.
A mole.
A mole. It's always the mole.
Hey, when going back to the nickname Meatball in episode 60, if you haven't listened to 60, check it out.
Were y'all
that was the only adult film star I've ever met in person. So,
were y'all at least be kind to rewind when you were done with this?
I think it was confiscated, but I don't know if it was inventoried.
So they're all being detained. You got multiple people sitting on a couch. I can just see them staring at this TV, and these guys go throw this film in, and they're playing it. They played it for everybody on the couch.
Yeah, and all the officers
it was movie night,
too.
man.
Yeah.
When the suspects cuffed up, hey, can I get some popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some popcorn left on the stove that we just finished.
So, do you know? I mean, what was her reaction when she's sitting there with all her buddies on the couch watching herself on this video right in front of everybody?
Not a care in the world.
Okay. Well,
you still friends with her?
Everybody saw her, so
you're still friends with her.
just on Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook and OnlyFans are different, my friend. I promise you.
Any more home videos made?
With a double dragon?
Maybe.
Planning for the future is challenging, and getting where you want to go in life requires strategies built around your unique financial needs. Alexander Financial Management is here to help you reach your goals. As fiduciaries, Alexander Financial Management will pursue the best solutions for you, no exception. While their decades of experience and service are available to everyone, Alexander Financial especially wants to help first responders and their families. The founder is a former police officer, and the executive team includes a retired fire captain and a retired police officer. Their extensive background in public service gives a deep understanding of the public retirement systems of Texas. So for retirement planning, investment strategies, life insurance, and estate planning, Alexander Financial Management has your back, so you can look forward. Get more info at alexfm.com. That's alexfm.com. Investment advisory services offered through Transcend LLC, a registered investment advisor. TE3 and Alexander Financial are not affiliated entities. Insurance products and services are not offered through TE3, but are offered and sold through individually licensed and appointed agents.
And we're back to more Offbeat, the light side of law enforcement. We got two guests joining us today in studio. We've got Deputy Chris Ratliff.
Thanks for having me.
And joining us remotely, we've got Deputy Steve Coyne.
How you doing, everyone?
Now, if you've not been to the website, check it out, offbeatcopshow.com. There on the website, you can listen to all episodes, as well as the top of the website, we've got a link to the RMS Treehouse Listeners Foundation. The foundation, they're established to provide monetary donation to the families of fallen police and firefighters here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Covers 10 counties. So very, very important. Good work there, what the guys are doing at the foundation. So if you feel so inclined, I'd invite you to go there, click on the link, and make a donation to the foundation. Also, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. If you're watching the show on YouTube, go ahead and click that subscribe button for us. Costs you nothing. Give us a like. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Are we missing anything, Curtis?
I don't think that's it. 2 thumbs up.
If
One thumb up.
one thumb up. Something we learned during the break is that Chris, in fact, has one thumb. But
Thumb and a quarter.
What, a thumb and a quarter? Yeah, that's about a quarter thumb. Now, also, guys, on our website, there's a microphone button there. You can click on that microphone button. You can leave us a message. So if you got a story and you'd like to share with us on the show, then click on that button, give us your name, where you're from, tell us a story, and we'll make sure it makes it on the show. If you've got a funny story and you want to come in studio with us, then by all means, send us an email at offbeatcopshow@gmail.com. Again, offbeatcopshow@gmail.com. We're part of Treehouse Media, and we've got a sister show, or should I say a big sister, big brother show. The guys over at the Treehouse.
Big hand on top of little hand, all I remember. Go ahead.
Well, the guys over at the Treehouse, they on one of their episodes this week, they actually released a new story. Dan O'Malley there at the Treehouse, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So here, let's see if we can't get it to play.
Thailand, who was recently discovered living among wild dogs.
It's a boy.
Okay.
He only communicates by barking after he was abandoned and left with dogs by his drug-addicted mother. Social workers have intervened, by the way, to place the boy in a children's home. Hopefully a no-kill one.
Was his name Mowgli? It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Yes. So yeah, check out those guys over on the Treehouse. Good guys, and again, that's our show. Offbeat came over from the Treehouse Network there, and that's where they're at. You can listen to those guys 5 days a week. TreehouseOnAir.com. Yeah, I sent Dan a message, and I'm like, okay, that was a good one.
No kill.
Hopefully, it's a no kill home. Oh, okay. Let's get into this, Chris. I understand that you've got a story about a fight.
Lots of stories about fights. this one in particular, we had a gentleman that loved to use PCP and get naked and run around in public.
Oh, who doesn't?
Every Saturday at least. But we would encounter him several times, but he liked to fight. The issue is when you're high on PCP, you have no feeling. Basically,
No
you're
pain
super,
receptors.
Feeling no pain.
super strong. And then he was missing most of his right arm. So trying to fight him and get him in handcuffs.
He kind of leaned left.
Yeah, lean left. Yep. He had a mad right hook though. So trying to fight him and get him in handcuffs is a task. And like I say, he was super strong, scrawny guy, but super strong. And back in this time, we didn't have body cams, so we were fighting him in front of my patrol car, and we're in the front yard driveway area, and we get him to the ground. We both fall. I'm on his back. We fall to the ground, and it looks like his arm on the video, we actually froze it, looked like his right arm was punching through the ground as he's holding me up on his back. So like super strength, just punching through. And the only way you can get him into handcuffs is you handcuffed one hand, then you took leg straps and put it around the nub on the right arm and tied it to his belt loop. That was kind of the way we had to do it. And it was every time we fought him, it was one of the hardest fights I had. I mean, basically just one-handed and one hand tied behind your back, basically, and it kind of sucked. But he was always naked and sweaty, so that's the other part of it. You got to watch out for genitalia.
Yeah, they call it the Ratliff and Stumpy show.
Yeah, yeah, we got along just fine. You know, he had a stump, I had one, so
Brothers, man.
brothers. I tried to play that off with him. He didn't like it too much. He hated when you talked about his nub. But
You don't talk about another
He was
man's
nub.
nub.
He was nub sensitive. You know, I mean, I don't know what the deal was.
You know, never talk about another man's nub.
No. Especially when you're searching them.
Well,
Is this your nub?
when you say it's kind of small and you're talking about the arm,
Yeah,
he gets
size
mad.
matters in the nub world. I promise
It
you.
does. It does. That's the reason why I said I had a quarter left.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is quick to point that out. I've
He
got
is.
1 and a
Yeah.
quarter.
I have a
thumbs.
quarter. So you got to put that out there. But really, we had that picture blown up, and it was really hard back in the day because it was VHS and so on. But we blew it up, and it was just him, arm in the ground, looking like he's punching to the ground, throwing me up. I was on, ride for my life with a one-armed man. So
Now I got to ask, because obviously you take this in stride about your injury to your thumb, and in fact you said you have 1 and a quarter, so that means 3/4. If we're doing
Math, yeah.
this right here,
I'm not good at math.
so so let me ask you this: if you hitchhike, can you only go one direction?
So yeah, I've had that question. So technically, you should be walking backwards because the side of the road you're on. So I'm good, right?
That's
the cars
true.
will be coming at me. I'm good. Now, if the law was the other way where you can walk with traffic, then I'd be kind of screwed. But because you got to see the cars coming at you. So hand thumbs up, I'm good.
Well, he uses this one for hitchhiking, the other one for shortcuts.
Now, yeah. Now, what makes it hard is doing SWAT call outs, SWAT signs, right? You can't really do SWAT signs and miss the nub.
On me. What did he say?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Or, the Hawaiian thing, they don't
Hang loose,
understand it.
Hang 9, baby.
Yeah.
You're kind of like hang pinky loose. You can't. Yeah.
Or in the oil field, we to tilt the bucket, you had to do your pinky and
There's
thumb
a
out.
teapot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm very good at drinking proper, right? But
Oh,
yeah, no, thumbs up, man. It's a
Well,
good thing. You got to joke about it. So
You
absolutely.
have to, man. That's why you're thumb-based special to us.
yeah.
No, that's why. I mean, that's why I think it's cool. You take it in stride. I mean, that's exactly what you have to do. I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
And then when you win a fight in law enforcement, like I only had one thumb, dude, and you lost. So
I beat you with one thumb,
Yep.
not just tied behind my back. I'm just gone. All right,
What about
guys.
thumb wars?
thumb war. So I get to use a handicap rule,
Oh,
right? So I
Man.
can throw this index finger up there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, handicap rule. Right? 15% disabled. You can't hold it
ADA.
against me.
Amen.
Yeah.
that's it. All right, guys. That's what we got for today's show. Chris, Steve, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
It was a pleasure having both you guys on the show. Guys, until next time, keep it real, Keep it funny, stay safe, and watch each other 6.